Hey everybody, this is NickStar on another one of my NickStar tips. You have to excuse me, I'm a little shiny. So basically, I guess today I'm going to be talking about a tip for if you get a sunburn. Um, right now I'm a bit shiny because I have shea butter on, and today is the 4th of July, and basically I was at the pool too long and in the sun and had to put on some shea butter. But I've used aloe vera before, and I will admit, for an extreme burn or something, aloe vera works really well. And it's very cooling and stuff like that. I actually learned a new trick with watermelon today too. Watermelon is very soothing on a. I'm mostly talking about near to the rind, or rind. Sorry. That the watermelon feels a lot like, if you rub it on the burn, feels a lot like aloe vera. I mean, it's just very moisturizing, and I know it's got sugar in it and everything like that. It just feels really good against the skin and stuff like that. But the main thing that I'm going to go over with y'all today is, I guess, my procedure, and these are just tips, advice that you can use. Um, but my procedure that basically, if I get a sunburn, and I've had several throughout my life, I've done a lot of outside guerrilla advertising jobs, so I've had a lot of sunburns, and I know a lot of people have sunburns on a regular basis. So I'm not saying I'm any different than anybody else, but this is what I use. Um, One of the first things that I did is I kind of cooled off my body, by taking a really cold shower, and I stayed in there for a while. Let the shower just cool it down. One of the things that sticks out in my mind, that just a reference is, I feel like a baked chicken. Just have been in the sun and that I've just been baking, and so when I get in the shower, it's that thing about I feel a lot cooler. Sorry, I gotta get something really quick. This is weird. Oh no, dang. Ah, great. Sorry. I have to do something just really quick. This is awkward. Oh, dang it. Get off. Sorry. If anybody knows of a really weird bug, um, don't think that I keep a place that has bugs or something like that, but sometimes they make it in. Um, but some of these bugs can be really weird, and now I've got to deal with one and interrupting my video. Yeah, okay. Now that I got him interrupting my video. Anyway, that was fun. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the whole sunburn thing. Sorry, I just had to kill a bug. That was interesting, and I hate that y'all had to see that. So I know you didn't see it. I didn't show you, but yeah. So I cooled off my skin and just in the shower, feeling like a chicken that just needs to be cooled off. And and I try not to use too much abrasion on my skin because I don't want to make the burn worse or anything like that. I will be trying to stay hydrated, so I'm going to be drinking plenty of water. I also got some hyaluronic acid supplements that are really good for, how do I say this, retaining water within your body, retaining moisture, liquids, stuff like that. I can go more into vitamins and nutrition, supplementation, things like that in other videos. But yeah, for this one, when I get out of the shower, I just, I pat dry because you don't want to rub. That'll be painful for one, but then it's also abrasion and it could make it worse. So pat dry. Like right now I'm running the fan. You know, I got the air conditioning, running and everything. So I'm trying to stay as cool as I can. Um, but shea butter, actually, I got the container right here. Yeah, see, this is what I get. And I know it says it backwards, but I'm going to read it to you. And I actually ordered this from I might get it from somewhere else from now on. I'm not sure, but I ordered this from a store, a health food store in Douglasville, Georgia. You know, they got some really good supplements and products, and and so I stuck with them. You know, I don't want anything that is low grade or anything like that. So I ordered from them. But it said this says African Shea Butter, 100% natural, and that's the thing I like most about it, because chemicals can be problematic for your skin, and can make you sick. You know, can give you side effects. Da 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 da. You know, so if it's all natural, unless you're allergic to it or something like that, or you have some, you know, bad reaction to it, it's gonna help you and not hurt you. You know, it's not gonna have side effects like something that's chemically combined would. And what I'm talking about is, like, you know, say you put an SPF on your body or whatever, and it's got these, you know, weird chemicals in there. My belief is that it can hurt you. Um, Say over 30 years ago, and I don't know the statistics on this, but I was listening to somebody in the holistic medicine world speak about basically 20, 30, 40 years ago or whatever. People were out in the sun so much more, you know, from what he was saying, or what it seemed he was saying, and they weren't getting skin cancer. But then everybody starts using, you know, like all these SPFs and, you know, skin protectors and stuff, and then everybody starts getting skin cancer and stuff like that. So I think, and I do believe, that there's a correlation between putting chemicals on your body and getting cancer, or getting, you know, skin conditions or whatever. But that also goes into the homeostasis of your body as well. So there are different factors, and the pH level in your body, because that was another thing that I think the same guy was talking about. That basically, if your body goes more alkaline, you know, within reason, diseases and cancer and all that stuff go away, and they're not in your body. They're not you know, at the forefront. They're not causing you problems, because, you know, you're at a more alkaline state. But if you go more acidic, um, so alkaline would be above a 7 pH, goes all the way to 14, which, you know, is obviously, if you're if you're at a 14, that's highly dangerous. So I won't go there. But under a 7 is getting toward acidics. It goes all the way down to 1, which obviously, if you're at a 1, then you're dead. So that's, and probably for 14 too. You know, don't quote me on that, because I just don't know. But that's, you know, that's what I believe. I do believe that there are certain parts of your body that have different acidity levels, like your stomach. So, like, your stomach might have, like, you know, a 1 acidity in your stomach acids. You know, because I think I heard somebody talk about that your stomach acid is a 1 or something, to break down your food, and you have a very strong stomach lining and all that stuff. But let me get back on the on track. Um, so basically, yeah, your body has a certain homeostasis, and you just have to pay attention to what you're putting on it, and whatever you're putting on your body, how it can affect you. Me, I look younger than I am, you know, and I've looked younger for a number of years, and I could say that I could just go around telling people it's easy. I could say, you know, I just look young, you know, and I look about probably 10, 15 years younger than I actually am. And to tell you the truth, I mean, yes, part of it's genetics. You know, I've had a young face for, you know, for most of my life, but it's also how I take care of myself. You know, like, if I didn't put anything on my body when I get sunburned, then that can lead to peeling, and I think more wrinkles and damage to the skin and stuff like that. Therefore, shea butter, you know, and it helps with any, you know, lines or anything that might come up, and even on my body and stuff like that. And And hyaluronic acid helps. Collagen, exercise, diet. Can't say I get the best sleep. That often shows under my eyes. Um, that's kind of more of a personal thing. I don't sleep well when I'm single. That's just something I have to deal with. Hopefully, I meet the right girl and we fall in love, and just being in that relationship with her and having to sorry being able to be intimate will help me with that, and I can get on track with that. But unfortunately, being alone, I've found out over the years that it seriously affects my sleep. But so that is one area I can't exactly speak on as far as from personal experience what the benefits are, because I probably honestly don't know personally, but I do know from studying it that basically the best time to sleep is between 10 and 2, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Now you can sleep past that, obviously, but the thing is apparently your body regenerates and heals itself and rests, the best between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., which I rarely ever get to sleep at that time, just simply because I have trouble getting to sleep. And it's because I'm single, and that's just the honesty of it. But yeah, getting back to the shea butter thing, and I know I'm speaking about more holistic and homeostasis and taking care of your body and things like that. But so I'm hoping that some of the other things I'm talking about help. But I'm gonna read this. It says African shea butter. Okay. It says 100% natural, and it says African shea butter is made from the nut of the African shea fruit. It contains a rich amount of unremovable fatty acid, which renders it far superior to cocoa butter and other natural vegetable butters. This fatty acid is crucial to moisturizing and rejuvenating skin and hair. Shea butter provides all the essential vitamins needed to make the skin look and feel smoother, softer, and most importantly, healthier. See? 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 Ah. Anyway, its therapeutic properties protect the skin from wind, cold, sun damage, so it's a natural sunblock. It helps heal wounds faster, and I've personally experienced that. Like, if I have a wound and, I remember to put shea butter on it, then yeah, it'll heal faster, and it is quite amazing. Shea butter stimulates cellular activity and fights the effects of aging and repairs rough, damaged skin. Now, I've used aloe vera. It's very good. It's very good for the face, for the body, for the hair, stuff like that. But I will say that an alternative to aloe vera, and I'm talking about an actual aloe vera plant, is African shea butter, which actually comes from a plant. So it's like it says here. African shea butter is made from the nut of the African shea fruit. So it has usages on it. Sorry, I couldn't say that word. Usages. Number one, treatment of dry skin, eczema, and minor burns, like a sunburn. Number two, pain relief from swelling and arthritis. And I've experienced some of that too. Like, maybe I didn't drink enough water or something, and I went on, like, I don't know, I used to do a lot of guerrilla advertising, a lot of highly physical stuff. And I'd come home sore, and feeling dehydrated and all this stuff. And even if I put shea butter on the outside of, say, like, my knee or something, it would feel like, like I was getting more lubrication in my knee or something just by putting it on the outside. I mean, that's my personal experience. Okay, and yeah, improves muscle relaxation and stiffness. Sunscreen, due to rich content of vitamins E and D. Sorry, I'll read that again. Number 4, it's a sunscreen, due to rich content of vitamins E and D. Treats dark spots. Number 5, treats dark spots, skin discolorations, stretch marks, So for anybody that used to be heavier and you've gotten thinner and you have some stretch marks, try Shea Butter. Um, and me, I at one time, I weighed like 220 pounds a long time ago. I was just in a certain situation that basically I was eating a lot and I wasn't exercising enough. But my normal routine is basically, even when I'm not trying to stay active, I'm always active. It's just basically who I am. I'm just a natural active person, but I would also say a natural athlete. I've been a natural athlete for most of my life. I've been a runner for most of my life. It's almost like just ingrained in me. As a kid and then growing up, I used to run a lot of different places. And jokingly, sometimes it just comes in my head that I'm a lot like Forrest Gump in that way. I've been fast, and have a lot of endurance since I was a kid, and running has a lot of benefits, but it's very healthy, and kind of just gets all the muscle groups working and stuff like that. So it's definitely a good exercise to do. But yeah, number 5 is treats dark spots, skin discoloration, stretch marks, wrinkles, and blemishes. Number 6, useful for massages, diaper rashes, and as a hair conditioner. I got some in there right now. I know it looks disheveled. I was just like messing up my hair on purpose, I guess. Kind of like the way it looked. But anyway, for a tub this size, this is 7 ounces. I would normally buy it for $7.99, which is $8, depending on where you get it from and all that stuff. And I know inflation makes things different today and stuff like that. But right now, the burn is feeling a lot better, and I feel just from personal experience that I'm healing a lot quicker from this burn and all my other burns if I use Shea Butter appropriately. And in some areas where the burn is worse, I put on more Shea Butter. Now I gotta warn you, it's greasy, so you have to be aware that it will get on other things if you're wearing it. Um, so it's best to wash it off the. It's best to wash it off of the front of your hands so you can use your hands and the grease is not getting everywhere. But see, it's on the back of my hand. I don't know if you can see that, but I got it all over my body right now because most of my body is sunburned right now, especially my I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's just mostly that area because I was standing, just standing, and the sun's directly overhead, just coming down on that whole area. Um, but yeah, I want to tell you about that and how beneficial it is. But also, I'll give you some tips on if you do put shea butter on. Basically, do it at a time to where you're not. Do your main shea buttering. Put a certain amount if you have to. If you have to go out and leave your house, and do things, go to the store, work, all that stuff. Do it how you have to. But the thing is just be aware that it's greasy. So do a lesser amount if you have to go to work with it on, or if you have to go to the store, or you have to do things to where you're in public and you're greasy and you're shiny and all that stuff. Put less, because you're going to be this greased up hot mess like I am right now, and you don't want that getting on everything. You don't want it getting on your clothes. Da 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 da. So your best time probably is, and for me, just through experience, and this is years and years of experience, more than 10 years doing this with shea butter and trying different products and aloe vera and trying different methods and stuff like that. And I've had some really bad burns. Um, that basically nighttime is like the best time to shea butter yourself up. And put it on thick. If you got a really bad burn, make sure to pay specific attention to the areas that that hurt the most, because those are the most burnt. So like right in this area, I put the most. because I want to heal, and so I want to heal faster. And usually with shea butter, I would say within maybe 2 days, it's almost gone, and for some people, they can say if they don't use anything, and I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I'm just, saying that might be what they say, that maybe after 3 days, that the burn goes away or they feel healed, da 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 da, but they start peeling and stuff like that. And that's another thing I should tell you is I used to peel before I used shea butter. Once I started using shea butter, I didn't peel. I don't peel if I use shea butter, at least not to my knowledge. Uh, there might have been a really bad burn or something to where I peeled. I can't remember exactly, but I'm just saying. So shea butter helps with that. I think it really gets in there and moisturizes your cells, moisturizes your skin, does those things that it says it does. I mean, I believe that. I would have to do more study um, to see all the science behind it and stuff like that. But yeah, and I was going to tell you at night is the best time to put it on, but put on very loose clothing if you have to put on clothing. Get in a position to where you're not laying directly on the burned areas and stuff like that. Now, shea butter will eventually dry on the skin, and it'll kind of create a coat, and it'll absorb into the skin and stuff like that. So it's best to put the shea butter on your skin and not touch anything, for a while. You can sit, if your butt's not burned, which is a whole nother thing. Um, but man, that just reminded me of Yosemite Sam, if I have it right. Yeah, my biscuits are burning. My biscuits are burning. Sorry, that's a bad impression. Yeah, maybe I'll do one of those later. But kind of work on my Yosemite Sam impression. Armin. That's a pirate. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet now. Um, but anyway, yeah. So wear very loose clothing if you can. Something that sheesh, I would say wear silk if you have it. Sometimes polyester can feel really good. Something very light and just something very light, because your skin's gonna be burning up. And but if you have the choice, not trying to say the wrong thing, but you got shea butter all over your body and you have some privacy, don't wear clothes. Just shea butter up and let your body heal. I'm just saying that from experience. It's okay to be naked. If you're healing your body. I'm not naked now. I got shorts on, so don't think I'm naked. um, but yeah, if your body's healing, and you really need to heal, it's okay to be naked. You got privacy and all that stuff. We have the right to be naked. It's not a crime to be naked unless you're in the wrong place. You can't go to the movie theater and take off all your clothes and hey, no. Yeah, the usher's gonna be like, I don't know what's going on here, but yeah, that officer over there wants to talk to you. Or those people that streak naked at football games or something like that. But and that can be funny, but it is highly inappropriate. And I do apologize for this, I guess. And I don't feel like this is inappropriate. I am showing you the shea butter. How it's on my body and everything. I'm not trying to um be inappropriate. I have shorts on. But I'm just trying to give you a real life example of what shea butter does. How I got it and how I use it. And I might do another video on the after effects maybe tomorrow or something. I might do it. I might not. I got other stuff going on. I recently took on another side job hosting trivia again, which is good. Um, and I like it. I'm a good trivia host because I'm good with audiences and stuff like that. And this coming from the guy that, according to my math, and I just did this over the years and stuff that I've done this, but I performed Billie Jean, I think, over 300 times. But my math could be off, because I can't account for every single time that I've done it. But I'm really good with audiences, and being a Christian, I need to connect with any audience in the right way. Because there are times when I just want to make people laugh or I want to perform and really just draw them in and amaze them. And part of the problem with that is I want that more sometimes than having the self control enough to not cross certain lines, as a Christian especially, uh, to be a bad example. I will give you some examples that basically doing Billie Jean, sometimes I would do a dance move or something that seemed to have more of a sexual reference. Now, with Michael Jackson, a lot of people would see him grab himself, and say, "Whoo," and stuff like that. And but that is a sexual reference, and as a Christian, I don't need to be promoting that. And the song itself, I've had to highly consider, but you know, on the basis of entertainment, I'm very good at it. I'm a good singer. I'm a good dancer. And people are very entertained by it. Um, and maybe I'll find a song that is appropriate. As a Christian, I'm just trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to be a good example. But I still get people, asking me to do Billie Jean. When am I coming back? Stuff like that. And I'm just trying to consider the right steps here. But anyway, I know that some of these videos draw pretty long, and I go off on tangents sometimes and stuff like that. But they're tips, and I might not have good thumbnails so far, or like clickbait or whatever. So I hope that you're not. I hope you've stuck around to the end of the video to hear me say this. That I'm fairly new to the YouTube videoing experience, making them, posting them, editing them, and stuff like that. Um, I use the Classic Studio on YouTube and stuff like that, or that, and I do about the best I can with what I got. And I'm not spending a lot of extra time on editing videos and stuff like that. I tweak them here and there, but so a lot of videos, I researched a little bit that basically people within the first, I don't know, 30 seconds to 3 minutes or something, if they don't like what they see, or if it's not entertaining enough, or if it's not necessarily informative, getting straight to the point, they change the channel. They go to something else. And so my hope is that you can watch this and really get the information and get the gist of it, even though I go off on a couple of tangents. But sometimes I talk about things that relate to it that can still help. Like nutrition, supplementation, experience, all kinds of things come in, and I just hope it can help. But anyway, I hope that people out there can comment. I haven't been getting many comments, and I need them to see what you think about my videos. To see if, of all the people that are looking at them, what they actually think of them and how I can make improvements. And, just refine them. And if they have any advice and stuff like that, I'm open to it. I want to grow this channel. This is NickStar. My other one is Spiritual Meat. I am still working on a Bible study for that channel. It's been a while now, only because the study that I'm doing is on Jesus Christ, and is the foundation. There's the foundational study because Jesus Christ Himself is the foundation. We can't build, and we can't build unless we build on Him, and it's got to be a firm, solid foundation, unbreakable. And so I'm just trying to make sure that I hit all the points efficiently about Jesus Christ with what I have. I mean, obviously, books could be written until the end of time about Jesus Christ, which there is no end to time, but I'm trying to do it right. So as far as that, it'll come out soon, but I've got other things I'm dealing with. I'm still working on the study. I am a very good Bible teacher. Hopefully you'll see that. It's just I'm so in depth in this, and I think that once it's finished, it'll be unlike anything that I've seen before, because it's going to go over everything primarily that we need to know about Jesus Christ. And that is my intent. Is that basically I cover all the bases, and just the basics, and even a lot of the advanced stuff about Him. But good solid foundation in Jesus Christ. Yeah. And it's not easy because there's a lot of information on Jesus Christ and there's a lot of context. So, yeah, just be looking out for that video to come soon. But anyway, I'll end this. I've been on here for 30 minutes talking about shea butter and other things in my burn. Tonight I saw some fireworks with some friends and brothers and sisters in Christ. And it was fun, and I took a video, which I will be uploading on NickStar. It was the fireworks were in Sun City, Bluffton, South Carolina, and a lot of people were watching them. I was near the Oakety Yale House, and a few other places. I think also Hampton Inn, and yeah. So there's some other things I want to talk about, but I won't right now because maybe I'll save them for other videos. But I'm glad I made this one. There's a lot of things I want to talk about, but I need to, in ways, refine my methods with my videos. So if you have any comments, any advice, any suggestions, please help. And I look forward to seeing you on the next NickStar of the many different NickStars that I do. And especially spiritual meat, because that's actually why I started these videos, because I was doing spiritual meat. I was trying to do Bible study videos, and with those videos, you can't do them as spontaneously as I can do these videos. So most of my videos are spontaneous because they're easy to do. Whereas the Bible study videos, I have to go deep in Scripture. I have to actually open the Bible in front of you and read Scripture. And it just takes more time, more study, stuff like that. But yeah, I'll see you on the next NickStar. And please, when I put the video out for spiritual meat on Jesus Christ, check it out. View it. View the whole thing. There will be a ton of information that pertains to Him and Scripture and truth. God the Father, the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ. So much. I mean, I've learned things from making this study that I didn't even know. So it's going to be jam-packed with good scriptural knowledge about Jesus Christ. And we're setting that firm foundation. So, and we're going to build from there. So, because the video after that's going to be about the gospel of Jesus Christ. Because first, we have to get Jesus Christ right. Then we have to get His gospel right, because that's how we're saved. We're saved through the gospel of Jesus Christ. Him actually saving us. I'm going to end the video because I could go on forever about stuff like this. But y'all have a good night. Happy 4th of July. And always, remember, Jesus Christ saves. Good night.